Hi guys, welcome to today's episode of Ask the Professor. And one of the questions we've been asked recently is the ancillaries in our coatings package, is it necessary or can you use a conventional sponge or a suede applicator pad, even down to a microfiber cloth? Well, the simple answer is yes, they do make a difference. And obviously what we've actually got on this particular bonnet, we've actually used, because we do actually test application methods for absorption, distribution. So there's lots of factors when we actually choose or select an ancillary product to go with the coatings that we actually need to take into consideration. So what we've done, we've looked at options with microfiber cloth. So when we're looking at the coating side of it for a microfiber cloth, because we're talking about curing systems, once the product starts to flash off, we need to remove that surface residue fairly quickly and efficiently. And by efficiently, what I mean is it's the number of wipes to actually remove the residue, because the more we wipe the surface area, the more of the coating we're actually removing. So we used a conventional microfiber cloth, which we currently had in the range anyway, which wasn't actually efficient. So we actually looked into testing different microfiber cloths, and we actually came up with this particular one, which we actually now sell as part of the program, primarily because it removed the surface residues efficiently. It was quite quick, it was very absorbent, but more importantly, when we wiped the surface areas down, it didn't leave any marks on the surface, so it actually removed the residues efficiently and consistently. From the application method, we looked at applicator blocks, and when we were looking at applicator blocks, we were also looking at the suede pads that actually accompany them. So one of the blocks that were actually recommended to use is more or less kind of a conventional sponge with a rubber backing, and we obviously looked at the different blocks from all over the world, and we actually came up with this particular one which we had made to order. So again, what we looked at with this particular thing was how much we actually need to actually hold the block, yeah, and we also looked at the absorption of the product through this suede pad. So what we're trying to do with the coating, because you only have a limited amount in a bottle, 30 or 50 millilitres, which should be quite sufficient to do one car twice. When we looked at the absorption rates, when we looked at this particular type of sponge or applicator block, we actually wasted a lot of product. But more importantly, once the product had soaked through the applicator, the suede applicator, it didn't redeposit on the surface, it actually stayed in the sponge. So we actually came up with this particular idea, which was to reduce the foam on the block, and it would actually, from an absorption rate perspective, it would allow us to use more product on the surface area. And then from the ZC booster and the ZQ5, the wheel coating, we were looking at these particular finger pads. Now, we eventually selected this particular one primarily because when we used it, it allowed us to actually work the product more efficiently and for longer. When we actually did the test against the pink one, what we found was when we were trying to distribute the product and move the product around, it actually helped the product flash off much quicker, so it didn't give us the working time. So the question is, do the ancillary products in your coatings range, do they actually make a difference? Are they a benefit to the product? Then the answer primarily is yes, they do actually make a difference. They make a big difference. They save time, they save you money, but more importantly, they leave you with the desired finish that you need for your coatings. So guys, that brings us to the end of the ancillary question. So if you liked it, give us a thumbs up. If you actually want to make any comments, put the comments in the comment section below, and we'll see you very soon.